you had a chance to have dinner with 5 people, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh man, boy, you put one on me then.
Well, that's really a T question. I stole a thunder. I stole T's thunder. I admit it, man.
I'm gonna keep them coming, my boy. I'm gonna keep them coming.
That's a hard one right there, boy.
I've been against dead or alive, man. I can't wait to hear yours.
Miles Monroe. Oh, geez. Miles Monroe. That'll be number one for me, man. That dude changed my life. Meant the way I think. Listening to him, like, just very impactful, man. Jim Rohn. That's another one, man.
Wow. I used to listen to that dude.
That dude, man, like, man, I like the simplicity in his value proposition, man. Like, he's my dude. Jay-Z. Definitely would like to sit at the table and talk to him.
Favorite Jay-Z verse? You don't got to spit it, but just favorite, like, what song was your favorite Jay-Z verse?
Oh, man, I knew you was going to ask me this song. It's out the Blueprint. Oh, Jesus. Why the song won't come? See, you put me on the spot now, the song won't come to my head. I gotta look it up. That was a song, man. Yeah, look, this is how bad I am. I always had CDs. I always remember the color of the CD, right? So I know the album is the Blueprint. The song is number 6 on the Blueprint. I just know that.
Kids don't know about that. We remember the album cover and what the CD looked like.
That's how I know. That's how I know it's song. Oh, you don't know. That's the title. You don't know.
Yeah,
that's the title song. You don't know.
Bro, I remember we was in Orlando with AJ, man, cooling out to that Jay-Z. I forgot how great of an album that was, but I was mad at you too. And he beat me like 6 times in Madden, bro. I was mad at him. We had to just sit down and listen to Jay-Z, man. I was cool again, man.
Yeah. I be tearing him in that Madden. He can't do that with that Madden, man. I ain't played the new one either, man. I've been so busy, man. I ain't even got to buy it yet, man. But I gotta get on it though. But so yeah, Jay-Z. LeBron James, for sure. Like, that's my dude, man. Like, he get a lot of respect for his athletic abilities, man. But I have more respect for him as a businessman, how he moves. I just always had love the way he moves. So I definitely want to sit at the table with him. And so my 5th person, if I could sit at the table, my 5th person, my granddad, man. He dead and gone, man. He passed January 2020, man. But like, this dude, man, was awesome, man. If I could sit at the table and talk to him again, man, if I could pull him back, I had a pick. He'd definitely be in my top 5 for sure, man. That's cool. Awesome dude. Probably one of the most honorable men I ever know. I know he's the most honorable I know up to this point. Maybe I meet somebody else, but that guy, man, was just different, you know. And the funny thing about him, he used to think what I do is hard. Like, I just could never take it from him. I'm like, man, granted, don't reduce don't reduce everything you did to this. Granted, I just sit at a computer all day. That's what I would tell him. And he just would say, I don't see how you do it. You just I don't get it. I said, man, I could never match up to what he did. Because the thing about him, man, he raised 9 kids, man. He never made on the job more than $11 an hour. And they never wanted for anything either. Be clear on that, which is really good. And it's an awesome cat, man. And so that'd be my top 5 if I could sit. Y'all cop me.
He had to have but you want to talk about work ethic, man. That has to just be like just a mean ass work ethic, man. You think that's one of the reasons why you're so successful, because like the work ethic that he had?
Yeah. All my family work. Like, we work where I'm from. I come from a family that works. You gonna work. Ain't like, we get down. So it's a gift and a curse though, because you don't know how to turn it off. You know, when you are okay with working, you can consume yourself with work, and that's the balance. Trying to balance that, it can be tough sometimes, but I know it comes from that. It comes from my family, it comes from that community I come up in, and watching my granddad, watching my mom, my dad. Man, my dad worked his job for 45 years, man, and go to work every day. It doesn't matter how he feeling. He could go out, hang out the night before we be, you know, not needing to go, he there. My mom the same way, man. I grew up in a household, man. You saw people going to work. And so for me, working has never been a challenge. And now that I've gotten, God has put me in the lane of what I love to do. I mean, it's hard to turn it off, man, because it don't even feel like work, man. I'm just in a dream and loving it. And so it's a balance, because I have a wife and 2 kids too. So I have to manage that and make sure I'm not consumed, because I got to make sure they get the time they need. So.
His grandfather going to work every day. And I was just thinking about kind of our current situation. We could send an email and say we're working remote today or stay home because of X, Y, Z. And I was just sitting here thinking like, I don't remember my mama staying home for nothing. Like, grandmama went to work Monday through Friday. It's like, wow. Like, they probably woke up went to sleep the night before, didn't feel well, but they going to work. And it's like, damn, I sent an email this morning like, hey, I'm working remote today. I can't come in there. So it's just crazy to hear that, man, about the generation before us and kind of, our kind of privileges today. It's just like, wow, kind of where we came from.
It's crazy. My first job, I started working when I was 12. And I worked for my cousin's dad in the lawn service. And we cut grass, right? And we cut grass from 7 a.m. to about 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Now, I was 12 years old doing this, right? I was getting paid $40 a day. And so as a 12-year-old, I think I'm living in the cash. I'm bringing in the dough. You know what I mean? But, man, I did that every summer for 3 summers. Working for him and doing that for 3 summers, I can say honestly, there's nothing I can do in my life that can compare. So like when I'm doing stuff I'm doing now, it's like, man, I can't even almost complain, because it was truly hard work, but it gave me that ethic, and it made me appreciate where I am now, where it's all mental, it's not physical. So I remember, man, being out there, it's like 99 degrees, 100 degrees. You take that bag off that lawnmower and that grass, your face, man. Like, Jesus.
Look, man, I can compare with you on that one, because my first job was washing cars at a car wash, and back when I used to wash cars, people had them white walls. We sprayed acid on that white. And they getting them fingernails, boy. And my fingers was tore up and sore. I'm like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. I was black as crap because I ain't had no hat on. I'm just out there getting black and getting this money. Shoes wet. Like, man, my fingernails was trash. And like, I think about that when I ride by that place, when I go back home, it's just a building. But I was like, I can literally see myself like washing a car where I'm bent over, hitting the wall, hitting the tires. And that was like my thing, because I was so young. The older guys would watch the top of the car and the sides and stuff. And I would be on the wheels. Man, I know cars pull up and I'm like, we ain't seen this car in about 3 months. When they pull up, I look at them wheels. I'm like, bro, it's going to be hard work. But I like the cars that come every week. It's like, oh, I hit it with some water, hit it with the acid, good money. Man, them folks just come in there like, how much y'all charge? We like, man, we charging them double, man. We got to wash this car 4 times. So I know what you mean, man. I feel your pain on that one, bro. Being young and getting it out the mud, boy. That was.
Yeah. and that's why I tell you, Jim Rome, man, that's why I just embrace his philosophy, man, because his core philosophy was, everybody has 24 hours. You become valuable. That's how you make more money, because you're working with the same amount of hours. Everybody got 24 hours. So you can't say, well, this person's doing better because he has more time. No, we all have the same time. It's just those who learn how to become more valuable, and then you could, charge more for your time. So I use those 2 examples, because then I'm working almost 12 hours a day, making $40 an entire day. Now you can't even $40 an hour. You can't talk to me.
I can't talk to you.
And it took me a whole day to make that at 12. But it's just because I understand value and know these things, you know. And so that's why I said let by. We push on education so that you understand these things. Because you'd be amazed at how many people don't understand that because they just don't know. And it doesn't make them any less than, you know, me or anybody else. It's just they just don't know. And you can't hold a person accountable for something they just don't know, especially when you're in a system that's designed for them not to know. And so we want to definitely do something about that by showing them people who look like them, who's doing things that they didn't even know that existed. And that's how you plant the seed. And with the power of the internet, you can deliver that message in a way that's just haven't been available to us. So it's kind of cool, man. I love it, man. And I'm thankful. I believe God's got so much in store for Bob, and how many people we can impact and how many lives we could change with the product, how many jobs we can provide, how many HBCUs we can affect, and how many students we can touch. It's just so much we could do with what we've created. And we're excited to do that, man. And we just on the ride, enjoying every minute of it. I don't look forward to the day where it's a lot of it is achieved. I look forward to it because of the value it will deliver. I don't look forward to it as much because it's the journey that I love. You know, it was one thing was in your head, but when more of it is out, it's like, oh man, you know, that's why I love to talk to Jay-Z, just to feel like, what do you, like, how does it feel? Because he's got so much he's done. I was watching The Harder They Fall before I came in here. And so I was looking at that. I was like, man, like that came from his head too. You know, this guy, like people like to put you in a box, you know, and just kind of put you to this, you know, but we have so much fruit to bear. So